A lot of people ask me, if I get an oral piercing, is it dangerous? Can I do damage to my teeth or my gums? And the answer is a simple yes. That's why it is extremely important to take care of your piercing and minimize the risk of this damage. First of all, an oral piercing. What I'm talking about here is any sort of lip piercing, whether it's inside your mouth or outside, or frenum piercings like under your tongue, smileys, frownies, or even a tongue piercing. All of these can do damage. Now, the easiest way all of these do damage is by not checking your jewelry, the bead coming loose, and you bite down on that metal bead. This will always do a lot of damage, so you need to check your beads on a regular basis. Now, the other way that damage generally happens is by not downsizing your jewelry. With oral piercings, your piercing is going to swell, and we accommodate room for that swelling by a longer bar. Now, after about 2 weeks to maybe about a month or so, you're going to want to downsize to that shorter post. If you leave the longer bar in there or the bigger ring, you're going to bite down on it and do that damage. So downsize your jewelry. I can't stress this enough. The third thing I want to say about this is listen to your body. This is very, very important because if you have irritations on your gums, if it's rubbing against your teeth and your teeth are feeling cold, if you consistently chip your teeth, this is a big problem and you're doing damage and it's only going to continue to get worse. If this is happening, you need to take your piercing out. It's as simple as that. If you have a ring and you're smiling and you're seeing all the tissue kind of eroding away, it's not going to get better. It's just going to get worse until your teeth fall out. So take out your piercing before that damage is done. Now, all oral piercings can do damage, but some are definitely more dangerous than others. Now, for instance, some of the more simple ones. Well, basically, the frenum piercing on the underside of the tongue, that little tongue web, is probably the most simple, least dangerous piercing you can get. The only real damage you're going to be doing here would be the bead coming loose and biting down and chipping your teeth. So, check your beads on this one. Now, the next scale or next level, the intermediate level, would be lip piercings, like a labret piercing, snake bites, Monroes, Medusas, even a tongue piercing can do damage. The beads can rub up against your gums and you can get gum erosion to where your teeth can fall out. Or if you don't downsize these, you bite down and chip and damage them. And the last one I want to talk about, which can do the most damage, is going to be a smiley piercing or a frowny piercing. Now, with these piercings, if you see that tissue eroding away, take it out right away. These are notorious for doing this. Now, if you have a piercing and you get it to heal up, go to the least traumatic style of jewelry possible. A simple clicker, something that doesn't have edges, extra beads, and this will minimize the risk of doing damage to your gums and your teeth. Now, one of the last things I want to talk about is going to be plastic or acrylic jewelry. This isn't the answer. Plastic or acrylic can do just as much damage as the metal one can. And it's not as good for your body. So I tell people just avoid this entirely. If you have the right size jewelry, if it was properly placed, and you're checking your beads, this should minimize most damage done. Now, if you've had an oral piercing and have had tooth or gum damage, tell us your story down below. Share with the community so others don't make the same mistake. Now, if you enjoyed my video, make sure you hit the subscribe, hit the like button, and of course, keep putting holes in your body. We'll see you all in the next video.